Day 6 is our final day at the Pfizer People's Coast Classic, benefiting the Arthritis Foundation. We'll be saying farewell to the Oregon coast with a 58-mile ride through the Oregon Coast Banana Belt. Day 6 is almost entirely along the coastline, so get ready for some incredible scenery. Before we begin, a quick thanks to the participants at our inaugural Pfizer People's Coast Classic. Our event couldn't be possible without the generous support of our sponsors, Pfizer, Amgen, the Seattle Oyster Urban Adventure Race, Rebound Orthopedics, New Belgium Brewery, and the Oregon Coast Visitors Association. On this particular morning, we recommend that riders hit the road a bit earlier. Breakfast will be available from 6 to 8 a.m., and our course support will be en route at 7 a.m. The earlier you get on the road, the sooner you'll be at our finish line festivities and on the bus back to Astoria and Portland. So what is a banana belt? It's a region that experiences unusually temperate and stable climates. The Oregon coast has just such a region, which starts in Port Orford and goes down to the California border. Coincidentally, that is where we'll be riding today. You've met Pete in our Day 4 preview, and I'd like to introduce you now to Robin, our other 2010 honoree. Whereas Pete has severe osteoarthritis, Robin has an autoimmune form of arthritis called spondyloarthropathy. She started out the year with big plans to ride the 202-mile Seattle to Portland ride in one day and the Pfizer People's Coast Classic. Since then, all cycling has been put aside due to a major flare-up. Here's Robin to tell us more about it.
Currently, I'm having a tough time. When I wake up in the mornings, it's difficult to move my hips. I end up laying around for about 30 minutes before I can get out of bed. The majority of my joints are inflamed and warm throughout the day. The evenings can sometimes be worse, and same with the mornings.
Make sure to have your camera ready for the offshore rock formations and incredible coastal scenery to be found en route. Robin's going to tell us about how arthritis affects her daily life as a social worker, Chinese medicine practitioner, and her ability to remain physically active.
So being diagnosed with a form of arthritis when I was 14, it sort of become my norm to live in pain or varying degrees of pain throughout the week or the month. But it does impact the activities I do, my ability to work and listen. Is all a challenge because I'm doing that at the same time I'm trying to manage my pain.
Our midday check-in point on Day 6 happens just before entering Gold Beach. Look for us on a gravel turnoff here on Old Coast Road. We'll be getting back on 101 to cross the Rogue River Bridge to enter Gold Beach. Full services and plenty of lunch options are available here. For Gold Beach highlights, visit www.thepeoplescoast.org. Our big climb of the day comes right after Gold Beach, with the road turning upwards towards Cape Sebastian. Once at the top, you may find it worthwhile to head into Cape Sebastian State Park. On a clear day, you can see almost back to our starting point in Port Orford and Humbug Mountain. Pods of gray whales are also easily spotted as they migrate along the coast. Visit www.oregonstateparks.org for more information. Robin is back to tell us more about how she manages her arthritis by staying physically active.
So even though in the mornings I'm pretty immobile, I know throughout the day movement helps manage my arthritis, and I turn to yoga. The stretching is really great. The warm room and the Bikram yoga class feels great, and I'm a cyclist. The movement, the ability to ride and be free is both emotionally and physically supportive.
An interesting note about Robin is that her sister also has spondyloarthropathy. They both developed the same disease at age 14. While there is a genetic marker that indicates a predisposition to the disease, both her and her sister tested negative for the marker. Research is the only way we'll begin to understand these diseases on a larger scale. Patients such as Robin are also very concerned about the safety of current treatment options.
So living with spondyloarthropathy and experimenting with different medicines that may or may not work with my body, I'm well aware of the side effects and the long-term side effects of the drugs I've tried and am currently on. And I'm always trying to find the balance of being healthy now and being healthy later in life. So I hope through research that drugs can be developed to control the pain and the inflammation without all of the long-term side effects.
The 2010 Pfizer People's Coast Classic is drawing to a close as we near Brookings. Our finish line ceremonies will be held at Azalea Park starting at noon. Gina will be firing up the grill, and New Belgium Brewery will be providing the cold ones, so make sure to join us for a good time. Amgen has graciously provided us with the ability to take you back to the starting line via the Amgen Express motor coach. It is a 6-hour drive back up to Astoria and another 2-hour leg back to Portland. So our goal is to have the Amgen Express leaving Brookings no later than 4 p.m. Your bikes will be carefully placed into a cargo truck with moving blankets used to separate them to prevent damage. We'll take this opportunity to wish Jeff Bass and Bear Thompson the best as they continue riding southward to start the California Coast Classic, which is also produced by the Arthritis Foundation. Visit californiacoastclassic.org to learn more about this 8-day ride. Thanks for watching. If you won't be making the inaugural Pfizer People's Coast Classic, we'll hope you join us in 2011 for the full 6-day route or our new shorter options with lower fundraising requirements. Stay tuned to www.thepeoplescoastclassic.org for more information.